Somali refugees greeted new Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud with cheers and dance in Minnesota last month. Mohamud urged members of the audience there to return to their homeland and help rebuild the nation. Minneapolis has the United States' largest Somali population. San Diego comes in second with more than 10,000 Somali refugees. 23-year-old Mohammed Ahmed is one of them. He says his president's message has sparked conversation here in San Diego, too.
Definitely, the conversation, it's already among the community. People have already been back. People are planning to go back.
Ahmed left Somalia with his family when he was 2 months old and came to the U.S. at the age of 4. He's now about to graduate from San Diego State University alongside other East Africans who arrived in America in the 90s. He says the timing for a revived Somali state couldn't be better.
There's a need for Somali doctors. There's a need for Somali nurses, engineers, entrepreneurs, even future young Somali politicians are needed.
And Somalia has them, if you look to its diaspora. Ahmed will graduate with a degree in international security and conflict resolution. If his major and the perfectly pressed suit he wears aren't enough to hint at a future political career in Somalia, his vacation photos might be.
What we were doing as an organization in Somalia was exploring the educational facilities in Somalia.
Photos from his trip to Somalia over winter break show Ahmed and other members of the SDSU-based group Cure Africa talking with dignitaries and posing with bright-eyed school children. Ahmed and his classmates are building a school there. They plan to return after graduation to cut the ribbon at the opening. But Ahmed says that's not the last he'll see of his country.
As of right now, I want to continue my education, further my education, but will there be a time I will live in Somalia permanently? Yes, and in fact, I can't wait for that day.
It's still a country that's one of the least developed countries in the world, and you know, that is certainly the life they're going to have in Somalia is not going to be comparable to the life they're going to have in the United States.
That's Abdi Mohamud. He's the executive director of the City Heights-based nonprofit Horn of Africa. He said he's not convinced many young Somalis will make the move to Africa.
You'll see about 95% of those youth, they're going to make the United States their home. This is the only home they know.
Ahmed admitted he'd miss watching the Chargers play, but he insists he's Somali through and through. Each week, Ahmed hurries from the San Diego State campus to a mosque on a busy street corner in City Heights. It's in an area locals call Little Mogadishu because of the cluster of Somali shops and restaurants located there. Ahmed joins fellow East Africans for Friday prayers. The imam, the Somali cab drivers, the shop owners, they all seem to know him.
To me, I feel like I have the best of two worlds. I have the American culture and I have the Somali culture. My parents worked hard to keep my Somali heritage in place with me.
And Ahmed says it's that blended upbringing that has prepared him for a future in a changing Somalia.
This American culture gave me the ability to network and to work with people and to live alongside with other people from different walks of life.
So will more young refugees heed President Mohamud's call for help? I asked Ahmed's classmate Yosef Abraham if he has plans to one day work in his family's homeland.
My major is actually in criminal justice, and originally when I went into that field, I wanted to do something with law enforcement or federal law enforcement. But since I started Cure Africa, my focus has kind of shifted a little bit, and I think I found what I really want to do in my heart, and it's doing humanitarian work.
Sounds like it might not be the Somali president's call to action so much as that strong desire to change the world so many leave college with. And lucky for these soon-to-be graduates, they have a world ripe for quick and visible change in their homeland. Megan Burks, KPBS News.
No, you sure Vinay's gonna let you?
Yeah, man, that's the only problem.